Okay, now speaking of Metallica and Lars Ulrich hosted a event at Berkeley
where he said "fuck Kerry King."
No, he was hosting this event called Front Row with Ulrich and Friends, and it was basically where he brought up fellow artists from the Bay Area community, and they talked about art, and they talked about the successes that they've had, these individuals that he brought up. And I believe James was there as well, and this other guy named Mark Benioff, who is a multi-billionaire. But what they were doing is they barely had gotten into their thing, whatever their spiel was going to be. Mm-hmm. Like, I had a discussion on stage in front of all these students, and some protesters jumped up on stage and charged the stage.
Black Album Matters?
No.
Shit.
They did not say that.
Fucking done. I'm out. I got no more puns after that.
Here's the statement that the protester people released later. They said, Mark Benioff, a multi-billionaire, and Ulrich came to speak about their philanthropy and self-righteous accomplishments while undermining the blatant exploitation that occurs on campus. From what I was taking from their screaming and yelling, basically they were saying like they thought that they were getting screwed by the school itself by charging thousands and thousands of dollars that'll never get to be repaid. You know, they stand no chance of paying back. They'll be in debt for the rest of their lives. That kind of thing.
What does
so they were mad that these millionaires came to talk about themselves when they're taking on all of this debt and money.
Fucking suck a dick. That's what every speaker's been at a college since colleges existed.
Yeah.
But and then they tried to say that they were assaulted by security when I don't know if you guys know this, but if you charge a stage, especially after shit happened like Dimebag Darrell getting shot on stage, if you charge a stage these days, you're getting your ass hauled away regardless if it hurts or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you stand no chance of them just putting up with you. Now Ulrich did let them get their point across at least. Then they were the rest of them were ushered out, but there was a guy who tried to charge in the stage that was forcibly removed, and rightly so, you know. And like you guys said, their entire argument's kind of ridiculous.
And as the security guards were quoted as saying as they were escorting him out, "Hey, cannot stop the battery."
You know what? You persevered and pulled out a point.
Listen, and justice for all is all I'm saying.
Don't tread on me or